Hey, it's Doug Coy for SoWhatDoYouThink.com. Well, guess what? I had an amazing revelation over the weekend. Are you ready for this? I'm getting old. Most of the people I work with are like 25, 30 years of age. I will be, well, I'm going to have you guess. How old do you think I'm going to be? I can remember going back and listening to old-time radio, being a young boy listening to Only the Shadow Knows. Oh man, that was one of my favorite shows. And then came along this brand new invention called TV. It was black and white. We had the only TV in the neighborhood. Invite all of the people over and we'd watch, well, things like Ed Sullivan. And that was even going up a ways. But those early TV shows, The Lone Ranger. Yes, Tonto, Kimosabe. But anyway, I can remember so much that early days. And then movies. Boy, when the movies came out, one of the first movies I remember seeing that really impacted me was a movie called Shane. But the young boy at the end going, Shane, Shane, come home, Shane. Still, I've seen that movie at least 50 times. So those are some of the things. But then there's others. So then when you think of things like history, oh my goodness, Man on the Moon. Where were you when that happened? Some of you weren't even born. One little step for man, one huge step for mankind. Remember that? Then I remember things like the death of John F. Kennedy, the assassination of John F. Kennedy. I was in a typing class. Actually, to be honest with you, I was in the principal's office, and I had to go back to the class and say the president has been shot. I'll never forget it. The death of Robert Kennedy, his brother, who was also assassinated. So those are some of the events that I remember so well. Then the thing that comes to mind is some of the people that I idolized in my life. Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison of the Doors. I had a huge complex about Jim Morrison. Then there was, of course, the Beatles. All we are saying is give peace a chance. She came in through the bathroom window. I mean, all those great things. The White Album, the Revolver album, Abbey Road. Oh man, the Beatles. It's hard for me to believe that there's only two Beatles left. The death of John Lennon. Wow. I had a John Lennon complex. I had the round glasses, the long hair, the whole thing. And then there was the comedians that I loved. John Candy, Richard Pryor, Jim Belushi. Anyway, that's, so many memories about that. Who do you remember in your life that has been a big influence on you? So here we are today with the high-tech explosion. I mean, who would have ever thought they'd be walking around with something like this, a cell phone? I can get video, I can talk to people in China through things like Skype on my cell phone. I mean, it's unbelievable what we're holding in our hands. Just think of the technology and where it's going to go. Man, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like 10, 15 years, even 6 months from now. I mean, as soon as you get one of these, somebody comes out with something brand new and you got to have it. When's it going to stop? And yet with all the technology, with all of this amazing knowledge that's at our fingertips on the computer, we still have children starving. Today, right now, thousands of them will die. They simply don't have water. The AIDS epidemic in certain areas is still going very strong. And we still haven't learned how to get along with each other. Wars, people killing thousands of people every day. The human soul. What do we got to do to advance that? People are still divorcing at a rate as never before. Too many children being raised in single-parent homes. What do we do? What do we do? Where have we gone wrong? How do we make that better? So, what do you think?